Well, this mystic, how is everyone feeling? Well, today is a special day. It's a full moon, and it's the wolf moon. The wolf moon. You can see what that probably means. But anyway, welcome to Mystic Moon's Airwaves, where together we explore the ether and the cosmic energies. And the cosmic energies are flying. They are absolutely flying. Isn't it such a dichotomy of having Cancer and having a wolf? Ooh, that sounds tempestuous. That sounds so volatile. It sounds so alive. It's like Cancer's not going to wait. No, Cancer's going to be aggressive. He's going to make the first. I feel it. I'm doing it. That's the wolf in Cancer full moon is all about. Tonight, we're going to talk about love. Your home in the wolf full moon Cancer mode. Cancer is normally considered or associated with home, dwelling, the heart, love. How are you? Hello, Yellow Rose. Welcome to the Wolf Moon Hour. The Wolf Moon in Cancer Hour. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. How is everyone doing? Full moon, have you been outside and see the beauty, the energies? You can almost wonder who is scooting around in the cosmos over your head. It's very mysterious outside. The snow is semi-melted, so it's even more light with a full moon outside where I am in the mountains, high in the mountains. You can see so much light. Yes, the wolf moon. The wolf. We can all go, ow. That's a pretty, I don't want to do it as loud because maybe I'll actually attract a wolf. Where I am, we do have coyotes and wolves. Have you ever been alone at night and you see the mountains in the distance and then you hear the howling of the wolves, the howling of the coyotes? I can't tell the difference between that much between a coyote and a wolf. But of course, a wolf is bigger, it's thicker fur. One time I was scooting around the mountains afternoon, and there was I was going fast. I was late. I was going 80, 85 miles an hour. And then this wolf or coyote just came straight in front. I'm just speeding around those, mountains. And in comes right before right in front of me. And I'm going 85. That was the slowest speed I was doing. And then here comes this four-legged dog, wild dog, right in front of me. I said, wow, I'm blessed. Thank you, angels. Thank you, spirits. Because, imagine, and that thing went right in front of the car. Unbelievable, right? Unbelievable. I thought, wow. Nature is too much, isn't it? Get all excited, feeling that energy on the road. I just decided to make that dash from one mountain to another mountain. You can give it to wolves. They like to live fast and exciting. Dangerously, perhaps, but still. They're enjoying it. That's a coyote or a wolf dog for you. That is. So, what is your love? What love reading would you like? Something about your home? Something about you and him or you and her? Oh, this is the time to make the action. the time to take the initiative. Go for it. Go for it. Yeah. It makes hearts grow fast. It beats. It's nighttime. Lots of things are happening. Everyone is talking too about the vagus nerve, the vagus nerves. You know what the vagus nerves are? It's especially important when the wolf moon is here. The vagus nerves, it's the center of your nervous system. It's the direction. It's the impact. It's the thing that gives you life and lust. The vagus. Vagus. The vagus. Tempting, isn't it? Well, I don't know, Misty, but I'm glad. I hope it's a good memory, a good reminder, a good. But are you prepared tonight? Is tonight going to be your internal reflection, or is it tonight going to be your action, your wolf action? Are you going to get that love? Get that love. Get determination, getting that home where it belongs, warm and cozy and populated. Populated, right? You know what I'm saying, Mystic Moon listeners. You know where I'm going. Yes, the wolf moon. It's not the harvest moon. No, it's time to go out there and do the planting. To go out there and stalking, praying. And I don't mean Prey, I mean Pray, but active. You don't have to just chant. You could use your physical form. Just do step, 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 step. Take what you want. It's yours. It's yours. Tonight is a mysterious, mythical night. The energies are high. The desires are plenty. The goals are numerous. Just what would you like to have a reading tonight and find out where this month, or maybe and beyond, take advantage of the energies in the planetary alignment right now. The planets are all aligned in Cancer, and you have this type of energies. It's almost, opposite, but it's not. It's a strong longing for the good home life, the positive home life, the stimulation of being nurtured at the same time. It's all those things, Let's see now. I think I'm going to use these today. Light cards, light tarot, into interpretation. Oh, yeah. Now, wolf moon, the wolf in Cancer. Interesting. Now, if anyone would like a reading, please don't hesitate to ask. Yes, and they're paid. Or you can give me a decent donation. Enough to feed my 4 cats at least. Not just for one day, but a couple days. My 4 muses, who are always picking up your energy, especially when we talk about love. We talk about home. We talk about the search for those things. We talk about the goals of those things. And there's so much tempestuous energy in the skies, in the heavens. You wonder if, the what creatures are outside. I wonder all the time what creatures are outside. One time I was high in the mountains and I was seeing a lot of strange saucers. It was a while ago. And I thought, like, in fact, in fact, after I saw them a half a dozen times, and of course, people would look at me as though I was cracked. But I mean, I don't drink or smoke. And not that I have to keep justification for my eyesight, but I was living in a house that was all by itself on a cliff, and half of it was all glass. And I didn't particularly have any curtains because I didn't have any neighbors. So what I did was I put paintings. I would take one of my paintings and stick it in the window at night. But after I saw those saucers, like I was right in the flight path, it must have been some sort of lab, you know, special lab warehouse somewhere tucked high in the mountains and under the mountains, or maybe in the mountains. This is like that, they go and they drill in. They have their laboratory inside the mountains, especially in these remote places. They go, oh, who cares? Who knows? Who pays attention? And for the most part, nobody does. And so they get more and more brazen when but now everybody knows about it. However, I got so uptight about these UFOs I kept on seeing that I put these paintings in some of the windows. So at night, at least I feel like something strange wasn't like 4 feet tall, wasn't going to come. Some small gray wasn't going to come and hello. But it was kind of whack. It was whack then. It was whack just feeling that vibration. It was. However, tonight is a night that has mystery, has ambition, and has love. 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 You never know who you'll meet. It's true. Sometimes you can meet one after another. So you just go, oh, it's fatigue because you're not meeting anybody that's giving you impact. Then all of a sudden, in the most common places, you can meet someone and you can go like, oh, and your faith is restored. That person just sends you on a mission of possibilities, wonderment. That's what you got to keep yourself open for. No matter how many times you maybe go like, I'm not excited, right? And all of a sudden you meet someone, and this is just for friendship, for love, for whatever, and then the person just, bang, you hit it off, and they just believe in spreading goodness. Not like the usual people that just, well, that's being cynical to say that. Some people don't give as much as others, and other people believe in spreading good karma, goodness. And that's what we want tonight. We want tonight on the Wolf Cancer full moon. That's what we want. All these moons are named after indigenous. Think back to your ancestors just running around before a couple hundred years ago, maybe even before then. You are your ancestors, right? You are your ancestors. And what did they do? They just walked around in the night and go, that night is the same as the day, except the colors are monotone. The beautiful wolf moon. Now, let's see now. Will this person, let's just take a general feel, this person make a difference? Make a difference. Make a difference. Will this person make a difference? Push this back. Will this person make a difference? Well, what does this person? This was already out. I'm going to put it inside. You put them upside right side. Okay. I didn't have them on the right side. Now, will this person make a difference to our existence, you asked? It's like you finally met someone who is nice. Will he make a difference? Will he make a difference? What kind of difference? Of course, everybody makes a difference. But what kind of difference? I'll have to take some cards here. Let's see. What kind of difference? Hello, hello, hello. How are you, Izzy? How are you doing? Now, will this person make a difference? Oh, we have the nurturer. In the right place, that's in the right lane. That is definitely the nurturer. It's promising, the nurturer. And we have the 9 of vessels. Wow. The 9 of vessels. Opportunity lies in that direction. Very impressed. Opportunities. Good things are possible. Ooh, opportunities. This is a giver, not a taker. This is a giver experience. And we have the Keeper of Wands. Oh, the Keeper of Wands. And we see the key. We see a sunflower. We see flames. Ooh, there's a door to be opened. There is a door. He will introduce you. And look at this door. Look, we just had the key. You see this, don't you? We just had the key. And it looks like a sunflower, which is light, raises, and also it could be flame. Look at this. Introduce you. Introduction. And then we see a door. Oh, that's a good sign. That's a really good sign. Look at that. Met somebody totally different from whom you have met before. And look at these things. Unbelievable. Look at this now, everyone. We have the 9 of coins. Unbelievable. We have the 4 of wands. Come on in, honey. Come on in. You have a place. And then we have the Keeper of Wands. Look at that. And a sunflower. It is just like, and the key, and this is almost like, the smudge stick. The scents are drawing you in the spirits, smudging. Ooh, come. You can smell it, can't you? Offering to the gods and the spirits. And we have the 9 of cups. Hallelujah. And it's all under the nurturer. Look at this. So happy. Well, that looks pretty good. That's excellent. You have finally met someone who could open doors for you. Look at that energy. It's just exploding. It's like popcorn on steroids. Not even popcorn. It's like you were cooking something slowly on the oven, and it's boiling over, and it's just like, you're so much in ecstasy. It's irrelevant. It's just like, it's just boiling over, but in a good way. in a good way. It's like you're making candy. Like if you make candy, it has to boil until you cool it, but it has to boil. And it tastes so sweet. Victory is sweet, isn't it? Victory is sweet. Of course, if it was salty too, a little bit of salt is always good because it makes the sweet better, right? If any of you do any cooking, you know what I'm saying. You can't just put, like if you were making cookies, for instance, or some kind of confectionery, you would put a sweetener and you'd also put some salt in it too to spike the sweet. You can't just do one without the other. So, who would like to have their blessed fortune, their blessed psychic reading? Let me pick up on you. Ask the question. Ask the question. Find out on this wolf moon in Cancer, which is all about your home, your heart, your love. That's what Cancer is about, your intuition. You know, for this 2025, even though it's the year of the snake and we should be shedding all unnecessary coverings, shedding in a good way because we're growing, I know that your intuition must be like that, sharp, sharp. And you must cultivate your intuition so you get sharp. And that's where the vagus nervous system comes in. Seriously. And not only does it you sharpen this vagus nervous system, which is the kernel, the key, the life force in all of us. It also allows you to communicate, depending on how strength you exercise it, to the spirit world, to extraterrestrials, to everyone, to your body, to your cells, to your everything. That's what the vagus system does. But your doctor, your physician doesn't tell you that, does he? Or your psychiatrist, they won't tell you. Because, usually they like to keep the little thing, not the little thing, because it's a big thing. They like to keep information to themselves. So you come back. Come on back and I'll tell you. They want to make sure, because, you're almost like a plaything. Not plaything, but you're their, well, they want to tell you everything. But the more you know, the better you're off. The more you know, the better you are. Right? I think so. But, so we could see it was a very good experience for you meeting that person. This coffee is a little fermented. It's okay. It's okay. I think my body's getting addicted to coffee. I literally feel sleepy if I don't drink coffee. Isn't it strange? Isn't it strange? Anyway, I'll be right back. Now, yes, so that was quite a reading. 2 nines, cups and vessels. It's wonderful. Vessels and coins. Oh, vessels and coins. Not, yes. Cups are vessels. Not true. Now, would anybody like to take a journey? Would you like to take a journey? How about you, Izzy? How's life been? Spring Trap. That's an interesting name. Spring. Is that spring like jump? Or is it spring like season? What kind of spring trap? Trap. I would say you'd be like spring jack. But spring trap. Maybe you're trapped in spring. Are you? Are you? Anything happening special? Yellow moon? Yellow rose. Yellow moon. Have you ever seen the moon yellow? Come to think of it. Yellow moon. I think I've seen like a yellow. What if we find out that, there's been like colonies forever on the moon? You think they'll tell us? Or maybe all these weird things in the sky, not all of them, but some of them, they jet off from the moon, they get, whatever, fuel up, they eat lunch, whatever they eat us. Who knows? And they come down and they zip, 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 zip. Maybe I'll go outside and see if there's like anything in the sky that I should pay attention to. Can you just imagine being alone in the mountains, on a full moon night, and then you see this object getting bigger, and then it lands somewhere within your sight in the woods, and you go, ooh, and you feel a chill up your spine. So what do? You go inside. And I often have a lot of windows when I live in the mountains, and I don't put that many curtains. I don't usually use curtains. It's more laundry. But I do put a lot of plants in the windows. And then if I get uptight, I put, well, what I do, I like to put like wax paper. And then, did you ever, like when you were a child, did you ever take crayons and take an ironing board and melt the crayon on the wax paper? Well, I'm sure you did with the leaves. Like you take two pieces of wax paper and you put some autumn leaves, and bang, there you go. Well, it's the same premise. It's the same idea, and they become like instant stained glass windows, especially with crayons melted on wax paper. And of course, you put a piece of, paper bag between the iron and the crayon because you don't want to ruin your iron. But it's one of those iron, an iron that's so, not your best iron. Anyway, it's really nice, and you put those in the windows, and that gives you sunlight and privacy. They like privacy. It's almost like the parchment. It's like those old Chinese Wutan movies and stuff like that they use. Frosty. They had lots of windows. They don't use curtains, but they have things in the window. It's frosty windows. Frosty. Same thing. So it's like that. That's what we do. And, well, you can imagine, right? Of course. Well, I'm going to leave this message here if you want. I'm going to stay around just a little bit because I'm making something. I'm making another sculpture, small one, not big, but bigger than the other one. Maybe like I didn't finish the other one yet, and I think I'll go work on it. But this the other one I'm doing is about 3 times the size. It's interesting. I'll show you. Right now, and it's called spaces. Spaces. Also, the spaces are also dimensional, going through the dimensions, and it's interesting. It's interesting, and you're trying to get a like a feeling of traveling. Like even if you look at this right here, okay, take this scene right here, right? Now you see concentric round circles, but yet if you look right here, you see this figure right here. You see this. Now this, okay. Now see, okay. Use your imagination, right? Here is a tunnel, like a black hole or an endless thought going on. Like this is your brainwave, going haywire, some haywire. But then this is one thought that keeps you mind. It's also like cosmic energy. Then you see this figure over here. Look at this. You see a head, lean body, almost like a stick figure. You see, and then you see walking, and then you see it's walking, right? Two legs, and then it's connected to the rest of it. So even when you walk, you're giving off energy and vibrations. This is like when you're walking, and the energy that you generate. You see how it goes? There's the thought. Like where are you in the cosmic energies that you're and all these things, you see all these lines and the waves, that's all your thought, all your energy. That the spirit world picks up and takes with it. You see? There. And this is how these chi bags work. And you see, this is the walk the walk into the thoughts and the energy. And then this is the other type of energy that comes in between your wave. But that's just the way it is. Just the way it is. And then you can turn it a different way. And you could be looking like some kind of, what do you call those one-eyed creatures? The fallen god, Cyclops. One eye just looking for what's out there. And it could be, I mean, but I like this. It could be another figure. Now look at this. Now we just saw that figure before. We moved it a little. Here's another figure. You see? Here it is. Somebody comes into your cosmic range, your cosmic level. You see? This looks like the feminine. And again, it moves and moves. And it could be two people having discourse. Right? Discourse. Talking. Now you can see a lot in the energies. The energies are like always open to interpretation and movement. Where else can we find a person? Discourse. Or just plain energies. Oh, and look what I see. Look what I see. This is, now hear me out, right? Okay? Now, you see this. You look like, what is it? What is it? Nothing. But look. No, don't look. See. Check this out. See this? Right here. Here's an eye. It's like those big grays. Little grays are the big grays. They have those big, dark orbs for eyes, right? And then here is another orb right here. Look at that. You see, here's the eye, and here's another one right here. See? It could be like one of those reptilian or this kind of like non-humanoid something or other. You see? Eye, and then another eye. Interesting, isn't it? You can see a lot of things once you begin to like really see and just don't. Look at that. No, see it. So there's many, many things to look at in something that you don't really, really pay attention to. You go, oh, okay. But if you really, really look, what do you see? What do you see? Now look at here. This one here. Here's a figure. Head, legs. It's almost like some trying to get out or being confined in the string entanglements, string theory. Now this is probably on a physics level quite the feat, because this is the way all matter exists, all thoughts exist. This is how we think. This is our brainwaves. This is our energies. This is what we hit other people with. This is our nerve endings. This is our nerves sending to you or to your intended. Yes. Did you think that's interesting? That seemingly, like all this is energies. All this is energies. Energies. Everywhere. Hola, Root Bear. How are you? How are you? Hola, hola, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien? Bien? Oh. Yeah, we're just looking and seeing the difference. We're looking for messages. How are you on this full moon? This Cancer full moon. How are you doing? How are you doing? Are you doing well? Are you doing well? Uh-huh. We just had a beautiful reading for someone. Beautiful, beautiful reading. She finally met someone, and every single thing turned out. Every single of the 5 cards all going towards a hit, a door, a key, 9 of cups and 9 of vessels. All the same thing. 9 of coins and 9 of vessels, and the nurturer. Lucked out. Person lucked out. Lucked out. Lucked out. So, what are you doing on the full moon night? It's really mystical. It's packed with adventure. Are you going to have some fulfillment in love? We were talking about how something could be in Cancer, and which is, the intimacy of you and yours, and be in wolf mode. Wolf. So, are we going to howl tonight? Or are we going to prowl? What are we going to do? We open for adventure? Or we're just going to be sedate and contemplate? Contemplation is good too. Contemplation is very important. You got to think things out before you can act. Right? You think things out. Of course, you don't want to be thinking right. Sometimes they don't want you to think too much. They, who is they? They and them and you and I and stuff like that. The language police, I guess. So what are you doing tonight? Me, I'm going to stay a little bit longer, and then I'm going to go back to making. I want to show you guys, but I got what I'm doing. But it's big, so I got to clear off some stuff. And I'm like, it's about dimensional travel. It's a sculpture, a small one, about maybe 2 feet, something like that. 2 feet, could be 2 feet. 24. 2 feet or anyway, it's between, I didn't measure it really, but it's probably between 19, maybe 21 inches, 21 inches high, and I guess about 14 inches, 12, 14 inches wide, something like that. And it's the length, the width, uh, probably about, I don't know, maybe 14 inches. 14 inches. Yeah, maybe 14 inches. I'm working on the armature part, not the it's not the outside, not the outside work. And if I like it, if it does exactly what I want it to do, I'll make it bigger, bigger, bigger. I have lots of big things. Still have black paint on my fingers. Yeah. So I will give everybody a cleansing to send good, calm energy your way for your love, for your home, for your mind, for your wishes. Now, I guess that and it and your nervous system. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Well, I'm going to leave in about 5 minutes. So if anybody wants a reading, I'll be back later. Later after I do some creative work, some drawing, some painting. And my other piece was I haven't given it a name yet. The small one, the one out of mirrors. I gotta glue some more mirrors together. Some more glass pieces. Glass shot. I didn't get, it wasn't so bad. And these are spirits that I'm making. Spirit forms. Trying to get that whole you can see it. One thing about working with mirrors, glass pieces, the way the light hits it, it's interesting. That's how it throws off its energy. It throws it off. And sucks it in too. Sucks it in. All the superstitions they have about mirrors. Right. Trapping the essence of the person inside. Stuff like that. But then again, and then when it casts off on the windows, on the, in the ether, it's interesting. Very interesting. I think I'll go out and howl at the moon or something. Well, quietly howl. Because I said I don't want to bring any unwanted guest inside. All right, so So if anyone, I'll give it like a couple more minutes, and then I'm going to go outside. So everyone, go out and look at the moon and enjoy it, and let's all do some howls. I'll be back later. Until then, ciao.